Aloha, star seeds and light workers. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly Tarot, and I'm coming to you with a general message for star seeds and light workers. The energy's been in a bit of a shift lately. We're moving out of Mercury retrograde. Mars just went direct after several months, and there's just been a lot of, I know for myself and all of my light worker friends, we've been going through quite a transformational or transitional time. There's been a lot of different energies up, and it's like there's this whole flip that's happening in the energy to welcome in a new era, to welcome in new energy, to welcome in new earth frequencies. And so I just wanted to check in for the star seeds and light workers for the next 3 months. They just told me is what this reading's for. So from mid-January to mid-March, right? No, to mid-April, excuse me. Will be the time frame that this energy is all encompassing. And so I'm not sure all of the astrology for that time frame. I just felt that I needed to make this video. Now I'm gonna let you guys know I tried to make this video twice now on different days, and it was not the right days. So I guess they needed Mercury retrograde to be complete. And so while this is a timeless message, it is like starting off, I'm feeling like this energy of hurry up and wait, right? Meaning that many of the starseeds and light workers, we felt this kind of rush to prepare ourselves either for a new business, for a relationship, for a move, for new health opportunities. Just there's been this like preparation energy. And I don't know about y'all, but I have been in like, okay, so I've prepared everything. I've made the moves that I've needed to make. Now what, right? And so that's the feeling in this energy that I get. So we're going to ask Spirit for the star seeds and light workers, now what? What are the next steps? What's this next 3 months about for star seeds and light workers? And I'm going to do my best to do more of the messages for those who are wanting this spiritual tone as well. So I am going to do my best to check in more frequently with the starseed and light worker energy. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've been called to the Kuan Yin Oracle. We have several oracle messages that want to come out. So, so calling in all of our guides, Amakua, our ancestors, starseeds and light workers. What are the next 3 months about? What do you want to tell us, Spirit? Ooh, okay. And so it's so interesting because it's a completely different set of cards, you know, so energies shift moment by moment, okay? Remember that you are the creator of your reality, and each moment you can shift into something new. Okay, first things first, we have Mother Fierce. Okay, let me do this one. There we go. Thanks. So Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved, in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Okay, so in January, this is what I'm talking about, is that we as starseeds and light workers have been in a transitionary period, and we're being asked to step to the next level, or as my kahuna uncle and I would call it, the next octave, okay? Because when we're dealing dimensionally, we have light, we have color, and we have vibration, sound, tone. Okay, so when we are moving as starseeds and the light workers, we're moving to the next octave, the next vibration. Vibration is what we are, right? It's how the matter stays together, because the parts of us that are actually matter as in physical matter, are so minuscule. Most of things, like most of us are everything's made up of, you know, that dark space or the empty space, and then you have these components and molecules that come together to vibrate together, and the vibration creates the way that the light can be perceived as matter. But in fact, in all of the universe, if we were to take out the dark matter, the empty space, okay, it's not, but it is, right? The sound space. All of the actual matter, like physical matter, is less than the size of a pea. Okay, so we are so much more than physical matter, and the physical matter is so much less than what we think that it is. Okay, so even though we are in a body, it's mainly vibrational. So we're moving up to the next octave. Okay, when we move up to the next octave, there's a harmonization process that happens. Okay, so when you think of things in terms of music or symphony, for those of my starseeds and lightworkers that are musicians, okay, when you're learning a new piece of music, sometimes you go a little flat when you're singing or playing something. Sometimes you go a little bit sharp. Sometimes you're on a different melody altogether, or you play the wrong note. Okay, it's a learning process. I love the runes because the runes always, they say in the realm of spirit, we are always at the beginning. Because as soon as you've mastered something, you're on to the next octave. You're on to the next level of mastery. You're adding to your symphony of your life. And right now is an adding to of the symphony of life for the starseeds and lightworkers. Because remember, you are more than the physical matter, and you are more than this time-space dimensional experience. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are in multiple timelines all at once, and you're shifting, is what they're saying to me, to this higher timeline. Okay, so you're shifting your energy body and your vibrational resonance to be emanating and creating rather than absorbing. Okay, when this shift happens, we go through these shifts day to day, and specifically right now, so much of these shifts are having to do with identity. Okay, we're identifying differently with more of our resonant spiritual body, our higher timeline, things that worked in the past, or even mental coping mechanisms or physical coping mechanisms that worked before are not working anymore. So when we go through this shift, our environment and the people around us sometimes are not quite ready for us to make this shift, because if we have been an absorber of energy rather than a creator of the flow, okay, so if you've been absorbing the projection, which life is a projection, okay, and if you have been absorbing the projection and the program of outside of you and focus solely on the 3D, once energy has entered the manifest form into the 3D, passed through the gates of Capricorn, and have come on in, okay, to this part of the dream that we call life, okay, once it's already manifested into physical form or perceived in that way, okay, it's old vibration, it's old news, it's something that you manifested previously. You're already beyond that, you're already expanded, okay? So this is you stepping into new territory, and you are protected to make that step. And while there may be some people in your environment who drop out of your movie for a time, or who are not sure about your progress because maybe it's too speedy for them, or maybe you're making changes so quickly that they're not sure what to do because they're still resonating with an old version of you. But remember, Starseeds and Lightworkers especially, we are changing at the identity level. When you change at the identity level, everything underneath it changes, okay? So environments change, how we feed ourselves change. You know, like I said, old coping mechanisms. Sometimes we can no longer eat junk food or smoke or drink or, you know, not that we need to be too pure, but there's for a time your body may make a physical shift because at an identity level, you're shifting to a higher timeline. So then your body's going to require something different. Okay. We make no judgments about that while we're going through the shift. Okay. Because what they just said to me, some of you that are vegetarian right now may end up needing to eat meat in this transition. Okay. Some of you that are carnivores right now may be switching to a more plant-based diet. It's almost like there's a whole shift happening where your body may require different elements than it did before, or an inclusion of certain elements, okay? So, of course, talk with your healthcare practitioner if you're on a really specific plan, but open your mind to the changes that are happening. And when I said open your mind, the clock said 11:11. Okay, so it's time to wake up to that new opening. We also have the radiant moon of compassion. All right, so there's 3 of these. So this is February. It says Kuan Yin sits upon, excuse me, I'm trying to prop up my elbow here. There we go. It says, Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power now to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that could draw you down. Okay, so you are protected along your path, and then in the February time frame, you know, from mid-February, essentially you're going to be giving yourself compassion and choosing peace and choosing love. Okay, if that means that certain people who come to you with their drama, now if they're paying clients, let them bring their drama because they are paying you for it. Okay, your Starseeds and Lightworkers, compassion that does not include yourself is not compassion. Okay, self first. If people are drawing you into their dramas, you be unavailable. Okay, other people's emergencies are not your emergency. You can schedule your emergencies. Okay, so with that being said, it's very important at this time to let what needs to go go. And what they're saying is many of you need to start charging for your advice, charging for your spiritual influence, getting paid for it. You are not getting equal exchange right now, and that's why you're feeling drained. That's why you're feeling tired. That's why you're feeling out of body. Many of you are empaths in the Lightworker scheme of things, okay? Most of you are multidimensionally talented, so empaths, psychics, you know, like all of the above, right? Like big feelers in this group, and you're not getting paid enough. Okay, I don't care if you're a multimillionaire on here, you're not getting paid enough. Okay, so it's important that you guard your peace, especially during this 3-month cycle. So if someone comes to you, they want to vent, they want to whatever, you can kindly say, you know, I hear you. If you would like to vent to me and would like my advice, this is how much I charge for that, but I am not available in the capacity as a friend to be a dumping ground, right? And you can just say, I don't have the capacity for you to vent to me today. And slowly allow yourself to switch it so that The friends aren't coming to dump their situations onto you. That if they need a change work process or spiritual advice, they can gladly come with that, but they pay for it, whether that's your best friend, your family member, or what have you. I assure you, changing this changes the dynamic. Now, when I first started waking up, we'll call it second or third round waking up in 2012 or so, it's like I didn't talk to my dad for several months because so much was changing for me and I could not process the negativity. And it eventually got to the point that even now, all these years later, my dad's like, oops, I can't bring to you, I need to think differently. I need to speak differently. I can't bring that to you in this way, okay? Just because he's family, just because he made me, doesn't mean that he has the right to dump on me. And so having that boundary and changing my vibration changed the vibration around me. It continually does. I'm getting a huge push towards manifestation in the Starseed and Lightworker energy. I may be putting out, let me know in the comments below if you would like me to put out some manifestation training courses that are like click and pay that you could watch videos, or I would like to gather like a mastermind group, like mentorship, like how would I call that? A manifestation mentorship with a group. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, we can have a chat. You know, smallest timeline would be 3 months on that. Okay, but I'm feeling this need for Starseeds and Lightworkers to manifest differently. Okay, we will be looking at laws of attraction and law of assumption, all of that, but getting the program of how to do things differently, especially as an empath. Okay, so how does one manifest as an empath when you are feeling everything in the projection to a profound level? And so we can look into that, but let me know in the comments if y'all would be interested in either the video courses or the mentorship or both, and then we can gather that group together. Okay, but there is a huge emphasis on manifestations coming in, so you are going to be letting go of things and people who are no longer serving you. We have the turquoise lotus mother for your March energies. Okay, now mind you, all of these energies are connected together. You'll just be feeling the embrace of these more profoundly on the months that they correlate with. Okay, this is turquoise lotus mother brings precious healing to you now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes, something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go, just when it seems to be so demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet do not doubt, you have actually learned the lessons it required for you, and now you are being blessed with an opportunity to receive karmic healing. Really, really beautiful, you guys. So you are on the precipice here. We are on the precipice here of a whole new karmic cycle. Oh, well, what have you? Sorry, I had a call come in. I was trying to decline that. Okay, so anywho, we are releasing these old karmic patterns, the feelings of obligation, the feelings of being in debt to someone else or something else. Like I've got all these little like small little like fruit fly things that are around, and I have no fruit in in the room right now, as there's no reason for them to be here other than rather being annoying, right? And so I always pay attention to what's in the environment. So yes, gnats and small flies mean there is quick change coming for you. It does talk about adaptation, quick growth, rapid financial increase, rapid spiritual increase. So all of that's happening. You're about to get rewarded okay? But it does come from letting go of something. This could be a physical person. This could be a physical location where you have lived. This can be an idea about yourself. There is a pattern that is shifting. So if you grew up poor, you're now going to have a pattern. You're shifting the pattern for yourself and your lineage into wealth. If you've been serving in a certain capacity in your community, as a healer, as a, you know, because what they just showed me is while I'm still licensed in massage therapy, I'm not currently practicing hands-on, and I can go back to it whenever I want, but I wanted to make a shift in my career about 1.5 years ago, okay? And so I shifted that, and I'm about to shift again, okay? And so as we move through our process, we're always shifting and changing. So it may have been something that you put so much time and energy into, but in order to move to this next shift, to open the new business that you want to open, to move more solely into a, you know, spiritual practice where you're getting paid, or, you know, coming up with a new idea, you're going to need time to shift that over. And it's going to happen quicker than you think. And there is a letting go of a certain belief system or person or situation that's coming, okay? But it will be for your benefit, and it will feel like a relief, okay? I'm gonna get just a couple more cards. I know this is going long, but I feel like it's important. All right, Starseed Oracle. Spirit, what do you want them to know? Your Starseeds and Lightworkers for the next 3-month period. That's way too many. If you like any of the decks that I showcase here, I have put a list in the Amazon links to purchase them in my description box below, okay? Because I know some people ask me what decks that I use. I figured I'd just make it easier for y'all to just get what you want. Okay, so this one's the Starseed Oracle. It says, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Okay, so you may have felt like you have been isolated in January. It feels like for the Starseeds and Lightworkers that we're remembering that we're not alone. I mean, even if you've been part of a community, you may still feel isolated, but many of you have been on the isolation part of your spiritual journey, and that's coming to a close. Okay, solitude has its benefits and necessary reasons for being there, but when the time of solitude is over, it's over. So I feel like that's part of the shift, is many of you are going from hermit to being called into leadership and being in the spotlight, and they're reminding you that you're not alone. And this is talking about physical connection. Like some of you may be actually entering into a relationship with someone else, like romantically, after a long time of being single. Some of you have been isolated, meditative, monk on a hill type of energy, and now you're coming out into the public to share the energy, the codes, the message from spirit that you've gotten. Many of you are going to be traveling the world, my ley line workers, okay, the ones of you who work in the physical plane and help the grid, okay. Instead of going by yourself, you're gonna have other ley line workers and community go with you, okay? So it amplifies the energy. We have Earth School. It says life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Again, some of you may be, what you're giving up there is you're starting again. So some of you might be starting school, okay? I know this is Earth School, so it's the lessons that we learn through being Starseeds and Lightworkers, from being in a human body. But in this particular instance, it's like some of you may be shifting so much that you're going back to school for something. It could be metaphysical school, doesn't have to be. It could be actual college, okay? And it doesn't matter what age you are. I'm seeing kind of the 40 to 70-year-old range right now as the ones that would be going back to school. College-wise, or taking courses that are going to better you or help you in this shift that you're making, okay? I also feel like part of the karmic reward here is that you have had the life lessons, so you're about to have the soul growth of the rewards, learning through reward and joy rather than test and trials and tribulation. Okay, and it says all paths lead home. And that's inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Okay, so especially since this is the card for March, especially since there is going to be a letting go and a shifting of a pattern, most potent in March, though it's leading up to it right now. Remember that there's no one way to get to an answer, right? So the universe is mathematics. And there's many different ways to come to the correct home or the correct answer to an equation, okay? And so, you know, 6 and 3 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. You know, like 2 plus 7 is 9. All of those are correct. They have different energy combinations to make that 9. But they're all correct. They all lead home. Okay, so with that being said, we have you coming into your inner authority. I'm going to get just one mana card for the overall energy of the next 3 months for the Starseeds and Lightworkers. What mana, your spiritual and energetic power, is building within you at this time? What are you learning? What are we learning, since it's a collective message? And we have Huna. All right. Okay. Huna is the secret knowledge. All right. So it removes restrictions, expose hidden agendas, your own or those of others. Limits are imagined. When knowledge is shared, all may benefit. Okay. So Huna is the hidden knowledge, the spiritual knowledge that is passed down through the kahuna, okay? And this is a chance. What you're learning now at this time is you are going to be changing, exposing what's hidden, all right? Learning new knowledge, secret knowledge, and sharing that with others, sharing your light and your energy with others. But your mana is increasing. And I'm going to say this as nicely as possible, but your bullshit detector is going through the roof. So you're really going to know when people are lying to you. You're going to know when people are being inappropriate with you. And you're no longer engaging in that lower level behavior. Okay? Doesn't mean we don't have moments throughout the day. Okay, we're still in a human experience. But for the most part, your vibration is going to be unwilling to engage with pettiness or lies, scams, etc. Okay? And you're learning secret knowledge from the cosmos and from your own inner being in order to share that with others. So it's like you're both learning and sharing. Okay? It's a really beautiful opening this next 3 months. We're going to get a couple of crystal cards here of crystals that can support you during this next 3 months. I'm going to get 3 just because that's the magic number today and always is. 303 is the magic number. What was that? Like Blind Melon off of Schoolhouse Rocks, actually. 369. All right, we got Carnelian. So Carnelian is going to be very supportive during this time. It's said to help with fertility, okay? It attracts prosperity. It helps with those with a knack for building or designing, okay? So some of you may be designers, but you're designing and creating your life, but this is specific to like masons and architects, right? This is a fire stone, so it's going to bring more fire to you, as well as help to balance your solar plexus, The archangel for carnelian is Michael. We have labradorite, the stone of magic. So this is very helpful for those dealing with addiction and dependency. It's also popular for strengthening the immune system. Considered a dream stone, labradorite promotes lucid dreaming, creativity, and deepens insight, said to strengthen one's intuition and aid in psychic abilities. Also solar plexus here, that it helps to balance. It is card of Scorpio, and the god and goddess is Arianrod and Saradwin, which I don't know them, but it's beautiful. Okay, and we also have ametrine, which is masculine and feminine. So this crystal encompasses the healing properties of both amethyst and citrine. It's known to aid in breaking habits, alleviating stress and tensions, clearing the head and releasing anxiety. It's a popular stone to use during times of battling weight, as it is known to improve resolve. This powerful stone is commonly used to ground and connect to spiritual realms in meditation, providing spiritual clarity. It is the sign of Gemini. The chakra is the crown and solar plexus. And yeah, beautiful. Okay, so there's a balancing here, and the crystals have shown us that the solar plexus is going to be what's balancing. Solar plexus is your personal power in the world, how you reflect to the world, okay? Your personal power, your sovereignty, your gut knowing, that comes from the solar plexus, as well as the crown's going to be balanced a bit as well. But these three crystals will help to aid in your change. If you like to have crystals on you or around you, okay? So thank you guys so much. You're welcome to look in my description box below with the with my Etsy shop, okay? Because as I was looking at these crystals, they said tell them, you know, I make different custom jewelry, and some jewelry is already made. I do believe I have some labradorite pieces left. I don't know if they're up on my Etsy shop or not yet, but you're welcome to look. I don't think I have any carnelian right now, but I can get all of those things. So if you would like a talisman that is personally made for you out of one of these crystals, I can order that and make it for you. One of the things that I have on there is the keys to your kingdom, which is a beautiful, I hand mold the clay. I put the intention in for your energy so that you can get the result that you would like. And you wear this as a necklace. So I put the stone that most resonates with where you're going to help you get into alignment, and it's really useful. You can wear it or use it as a meditation tool. My clients who already have had that have had amazing experiences of stepping into their sovereignty. And we're gonna wear jewelry anyway, y'all, so we might as well have it work for us, right? It should be doing something. So yeah, look at my Etsy shop. There's also private readings there as well if you're wanting a private personal reading for your year, for your future, for whatever it is that you are looking to ask a question about or achieve. And again, let me know in the comments if y'all would like that manifestation mastermind group mentorship. If you would like for me to open up availability for a mentorship, 3-month minimum. I go 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. I would like to have at least well, they just showed me a 5, so I'm saying 3 to 5, but they said 5. At least 5 people, so that we can work. I would work with you individually, but I would also open up a group, so that energy can be used in a group setting, and I will teach you guys how. Okay, so let me know if you're interested in that. Thank you guys if you have stayed this long. Thank you so much to my Starseeds and Lightworkers. Much love to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. And until next time, aloha.